And welcome back to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. We got Chicago versus San Fran at Candlestick Park. I think that's still the stadium name. Might be wrong. But yeah, man, we got another game coming at you, man. Both of these teams, you could say Chicago did not have did not have a whole lot of expectations. I think they wanted to show that they were improved. Franchise quarterback, some new weapons on offense. That defense played really, really very well, actually, down the stretch last year. And they were at least hoping that they could compete. It looked like they were. They were 4-2. They were one of the better teams through 6 games, and then just fell apart. Brock Purdy under center, San Fran in the eye. Quick throw to the right, and that's going to be a gain of about 7. But after going 4-2, the Chicago Bears have not won a game since then, dropping their last 6. And last week, obviously, the culmination of a whole lot of things throughout the season, some bad play, and just the absolute disaster that was the end of that Thanksgiving game that got Matt Eberflus fired. Quick throw to the left, and absolutely nowhere, man. Guerrero stonewalled. Might have actually lost about half a yard on that run. So yes, the Chicago Bears are under an interim coach. I believe that was their offensive coordinator, if I'm correct, who's taking over for Matt Eberflus. All right, we got 3rd and 3, ball at the 37. Purdy looking, throwing it underneath, wide open, and to the 45, and taken out of bounds. To the 40 is Guerrero. And then when you're talking about the 49ers, a team that was literally just about a quarter away from potentially winning the Super Bowl a season ago. And they started out okay, but you could see that this season was going to be a lot more difficult. All right, single back in the backfield, use check in motion. Purdy, play action, and setting up a screen to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15. Cuts it inside George Kittle, and he is down at about the 7-yard line. But the season was already looking a little bit rough. They were going to be without Christian McCaffrey, who was unable to really get healthy, had dealt with some knee injuries. It turned out to be something a little bit worse than that they thought. So he was inactive for the majority of the first half. And at first they were looking okay. They were looking like, maybe, this team is not playing at 100%, but they're looking like one of the better teams in the NFC. All right, 1st and goal, ball at the 8-yard line. And Purdy not liking what he's seeing, so he's going to use the first timeout with just 12:25. But once again, then the injury started to really pile up for them. Deebo Samuel, for like a month, was dealing with something in his chest. It was like an infection. And we got Purdy. Oh, sorry, there's a replay of, it looks like there was a miscommunication. So Purdy under center, Deebo in motion to the left, single back in the backfield. Deebo in motion to the right now, play action, and gets it to Jauan Jennings for the touchdown. And my goodness, man, they look good. San Fran getting it done here against a really solid Chicago defense. All right, kick is up, and it is good. But finishing up what we were talking about here, yeah, just the injuries, man. The injuries just started to pile up for this San Francisco team. They were definitely not playing the usual strong football, especially on offense, that they were used to. Then Nick Bosa goes down a couple weeks ago. Christian McCaffrey unfortunately re-injures himself during that Buffalo loss last week, and he's likely out for the rest of the season. And it just big players, some key players, either all pros, pro bowlers, or just key players at certain positions are just not been able to stay healthy, and it's a big reason why San Fran is, 2 games under 500 at 5-7, and their season is on life support. Luckily for them, they are in a weak division where they're basically only about 2 games out of the lead here. With the Oh, hey, what's going on, Cam? Sorry, I was lost in my thoughts here. Do I want the Bears? So I would obviously I'm a Packer fan, so you want the Bears to lose, but I really don't want to see the San Francisco 49ers in the playoffs. So I'm hoping for a Bears win. Hopefully they get that I just fired my coach boost. So yeah, I'm looking for a Bears win today, and then hoping the 49ers can just lose out for at least the next game or two, so they are no longer have a chance at the playoffs. So yeah, and that too, the 49ers are technically closer to the wild card than the Bears are. So if they if they can get if they both can just hurt each other, that'd be phenomenal. And I mean by hurt, I mean their playoff chances, not actually getting hurt. We don't wish for that on this channel. We don't wish for injuries. But yeah, man, it was So I'm hoping this Bears defense can kind of tighten up, and maybe the Chicago offense can get something going because they have put up points. Typically, they are a fourth quarter team. They like to put up some points, anywhere between 10 to 14 in the fourth quarter. But if they can kind of get started quickly, man. Loosen up, man. Your coach is fired. You're probably not going to make the playoffs. Take some chances. And it's going to be a okay return, taken down at the 22. Chicago deep is took that one out deep into the end zone there, man. Lost about 7 yards. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping this Chicago team can surprise some people, man. Because I think even though the 49ers are 5-7, they are still, I believe, favored. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle and gain of about 4. And DeAndre Swift, who is questionable to play in this game, is active and ready to go. Chris Lasso, what's going on, brother? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? If George Pickens wasn't injured, I would have had Jordan Addison. Oh, hey man. Sometimes even when you're unlucky, you get very lucky. Swift running to the right, and he's going to be taken down, I think, for no gain. 35 points, man. I know what was the final score of that Falcons game? I think it was 21-42, man. The Vikings offense, man, looked really, really good. So yeah, Addison, man, 35 points, man. That is huge. All right, we got 3rd and 7 for Chicago, ball roughly past the 25. Allen in motion. It's going to dump it down to his running back, who is going to be short. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 3 coming up. All right, so not a fast start for Chicago here. Quick 3 and out. And the punt is away. It's going to get a good bounce. It's going to be inside the 15 down to about the 13. Oh, hey Chris, what's the I know that I'm pretty sure it went into overtime. What's going on in the Jets and Dolphins game? Last time I saw that game was they had just made the kick to tie the game, and I think there was like 8 to 7 seconds left. I'm assuming it went into overtime unless the Jets were able to break off a last second play here. Dolphins won with Geno Smith TD. Oh, Dolphins just closed it out in a one solid drive. Let's freaking go, man. Let's go. Heck yeah. Dude, that must have been a wild game. Yeah, because for a while there, it was fairly kind of low scoring in the first half, and then in the second, really started going off. So yeah, let me. Holy cow, 32-26. Hot dang, dude. There was not a whole lot of rushing yards in that game. Too close for comfort. But hey, man, a win's a win. A win is a win. The Jets are one of those teams where they should be winning a lot more, but whether it's coaching or just these guys are just not in sync. Like the Jets are talented, man. Their defense was, I mean, even for like the last 3 years, they were one of the better teams. Even to start the year, they were pretty good, and they just fell off a cliff over the last couple of weeks. But that offense was, it was always just herky jerky. It was just like the talent is there. Like Rodgers, he's not what he used to be, but he's still, in my opinion, he's like at worst middle of the road in terms of a quarterback. And play action for Purdy, throwing it deep down the field and a wide open Deebo Samuel. Sorry, not wide open, just open. Deebo getting some nice yardage. I had lost hope there towards the end. Oh man, you can never lose hope, man. Even though, don't get me wrong, it's I mean that's like part of being a fan. You're always a little bit. To me, I'm always a slightly pessimistic, but I always hope I'm wrong. And 1st and 10, ball at the 33, handoff to the left. Garendo lower in the shoulder, only able to get 2 yards, but some tough yards there. The Saints blocked a game-tying field goal with the Giants. Oh, dude, man, some of these games, I feel like I picked the. I mean, granted it was either this or the Vikings game. Yeah, the 2 games I had an opportunity to stream were like the biggest blowouts. So Saints get a big victory, man. Holy cow, man. They have looked a lot better without Dennis Allen at this point. They should have fired him. Should have fired him at the end of last year. And it's going to be a run up the middle. Guerrero getting very close to a first down. You're going to be expecting to see a lot of Guerrero because they are without, the 49ers are without Jordan Mason and Christian McCaffrey. And QB sneak, and Purdy will get the first down, and this drive continues. Blocked punt, man. Sorry, block kick. Holy cow, man. That's those are always ones where, like, I remember when it was Green Bay and Chicago, I was like, oh man, Chicago's gonna somehow pull this one away. Packers are gonna lose, and then that freaking blocked kick, man. Anytime that happens, you are just like, you're in shock. You're like, oh my god, we're actually gonna win this one, and you're just hoping there's no flag too. And a run up the middle, and Debo able to get 2 yards on the play. Oh, this is not what you want to see if you're a San Fran fan. One of their offensive linemen is down on the ground. This team has been dealing with injuries all season long. And it's Barch, who is actually the backup. He is coming in for, I'm trying to see who it was. So yeah, he's not even the number one guard. He's actually the backup. So they might have to put in the backup to the backup. All right, let's while we're on the commercial break here, let's look at some scores. All right, Dolphins 32-26. Minnesota just absolutely spanked the Falcons. The Saints, man, 14-11, and it was a block. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Buccaneers ran away with it, 13-28. Panthers came within 6 points of came away would have had a touchdown, and they would have been able to beat the Eagles on that one. And the Seahawks, holy cow, 17-7 over the Cardinals with just a few seconds left in the first quarter. See, that's like with Seattle, man. I never know what to expect. Like if it was the reverse, if it was 17-7, I wouldn't be surprised either. I'd be like, yeah. Cardinals are pretty solid on offense. Their defense can make some plays here and there. Seattle is a little inconsistent, but it looks like we're getting the good Seattle team today. Holy cow, man. Dude, I'm kind of curious what the stats were for that Miami and New York game. So Rodgers, holy cow, man. Rodgers actually had a big game. 27-39, 339 on through the air, 1 touchdown. All right, man. The old man was slinging it today. All right, we're back here. 2nd and 8, ball at the 45-yard line. Kittle in motion, play action, and Purdy somehow, even with the ball batted up in the air, it is still caught by Jawan Jennings. pressure immediately in Purdy's face. Ball was batted up by a linebacker for Chicago, and it falls perfectly in Jawan Jennings' grasp. Dude, I thought that was going to get intercepted. So we got 3rd and 5, ball at the 49 of San Fran. Pearsall in motion to the right. Purdy's got time, and the ball is batted up and incomplete. Purdy taking a hit as he threw, and it'll be 4th and 5. Dolphins defense was off, soft coverage, missed tackles. Yeah, man. Yeah, because Rodgers, from what I remember, oh no, the guard that was injured for San Fran is being taken out on a cart. So that's most likely means that his day is done. That's a tough one, man. That sucks. All right, punt is away, and it'll be fair caught at the 6-yard line. Yeah, so from what I remember, it's been a long time since we've seen Rodgers throw for 300 yards. I think there was like going all the way back to his Green Bay days. So yeah, man, that was yeah, they didn't give up a whole lot of yards on the ground. So yeah, man, Rodgers was just slinging it today. So some soft coverage, huh? Yeah, and that Miami defense, man, they were playing really well during that 3-game stretch and winning streak, and even then, even the games that they lost before, that you could tell that they were getting better and better. So it's a little disappointing for them to kind of almost regress a little bit, but they're still getting wins. So they're, I think, what, 4-1 over their last 5. Quick throw to Moore to the left, and he's going to get about 4, maybe 5 yards on that. So we got 2nd and 5, 3 receivers on the right. Williams in the shotgun. Takes the snap, has some time, and finds a man down at the 18. That is a first down for Chicago. That was Devondre Campbell in on the tackle. Very used to tackling Chicago Bears during his time with the Green Bay Packers. All right, Williams under center, single back in the backfield, play action. Caleb looking down the field, and woo, that was a great throw. It was a risky throw, but that was a great throw. It'll be incomplete, unfortunately, because Keenan Allen unable to haul that freaking missile. Dude, Caleb, he had some pepper on that one. He threw it so hard it literally went through the linebacker's grasp. And Keenan Allen just unable to haul it in. 2 receivers to the left. Quick throw and incomplete. DJ Moore trying to run before he could secure it. Hit him right in the chest, man. So right now, man, Caleb is just throwing some dots. All right, we got two receivers on the right. Caleb in the shotgun takes the snap. Ball at the 18, and he's going to be sacked back at the 10. And that is Gross Matos. Big sack there, man. The heck are these routes, man? You got routes that are just literally like overlapping each other. All right, well, Chicago gonna have to punt this one away. Cannot get anything going here, man. Caught at the 30 and tripped up at the 36. That was a nice shoelace tackle there. All right, let's continue to look at this Dolphins game. Oh, Garrett Wilson over 100 yards. Devontae over 100 yards. No sacks for the Jets defense. Anders Carlson, former Packer, 4 for 4, 2 for 2 on extra points. All right, let's see how the Dolphins did. Tua throwing the ball 47 times, completed 33. He also threw for over 130. 2 touchdowns, no sacks. Devin Achane, man, back-to-back weeks where he has struggled to move the ball. 14 of 24. Did get into the end zone, though. Tyreek over 100. Jalen Waddle nearly hit the 100-yard mark, 9 for 99. And Giannu Smith, 3 catches, 44 yards, including the game winner in overtime. Dolphins defense, 3 sacks on the day. And Jason Sanders, 4 for 4, including a game-tying 52-yarder there at the end to force overtime. Dude, that looks like a freaking phenomenal game. But I agree with you, Chris, man. That was probably too close for comfort there. So the Jets fall to 3-10, and Miami is now 6-7. All right, 1st and 10. Brock pumping, finding a man, and that is Kittle, who gets it to the 40, breaks a tackle, and is going to be tackled out across the 35 down to about the 34, maybe. Kittle already 64 yards on just 2 catches. Run up the middle, and Guerrero able to get about 4, maybe 5 on that one. check. San Fran in the eye. Nope. Changing things up. Now in the shotgun. Purdy just tossing it up. Wide open is Guerrero, and he is going to be taken down at the 1. He wasn't even tackled, actually. He just he caught the ball, rolled as up for about 3 yards, and was finally touched down at the 1. And takes the snap, run over the middle, and that is a touchdown for the San Francisco 49ers. Guerrero just lowering his shoulder pads and then just getting it in. Looks like we have a Chicago Bear hurt in the end zone. He was actually in the middle there. Looks like Dexter. He literally even before the play was like officially over. He kind of walked off and like he's either cramping or something to do with like a lower leg. All right, extra point is up, and it is good. Just inside the right upright. All right, with 1:39 in the first quarter, San Fran taking a 14-0 lead over the Chicago Bears. All right, looks like we are back, and it's going to be down in the end zone. Chicago gets the ball at the 30. All right, Williams under center here. Hand off to Swift to the left. It's going to cut it inside and a gain of 3. And I think we talked about this with Cam in the previous game where it was Swift was questionable to play in this game, but even if he like he is now, even if he was to play, he's going up against a really solid front seven for San Francisco. Even though they have been injured, that front seven has been the most consistent thing for this San Fran team all season long. They haven't been as dominant without Bosa as they usually are, but they have still been really solid against the run. And the ball is batted up, and I think Williams actually batted it down himself after that ball popped up. Let's see here. Yep. Threw it, ball was popped up, and then just spiking it, trying to make sure that nobody picks it off. All right, we got 3rd and 7 for Chicago coming up. I know this offense at this point is just looking the same with or without Eberflus, but all right, takes the snap. Williams looking. He's going to get hit, and he's taken down for the sack, and that is Leonard Floyd coming around the left end. And don't forget, Leonard Floyd started his career in Chicago, first overall pick. Had a pretty long career in Chicago, very successful as well, but he's been bouncing around the league a little bit here. I think he was with the Rams for a bit. He was with the Buffalo Bills last year. He's actually the guy. I think he's the guy that actually injured Rodgers in that first game. Now he's with San Fran, man. He's always played well everywhere he goes. All right, we got Purdy in the shotgun, 2 receivers stacked up on the left, Kittle in motion to the left. Ricky Pearsall now motioning to the right. Purdy is going to be, he gets out of a sack, and nope. Got free from the first one, but could not get away from the second. And that'll take us to the 2. I was going to say 2-minute warning, but actually the second quarter. All right. That's the end of the first. And so far, man, Chicago's defense not putting up a massive amount of fight, but they have been able to put pressure on Purdy every once in a while. I think that is the second sack of the day. All right, we are back here, and yeah, I guess this is a there's a battle between a guy that was picked first overall and the battle between being picked last back in 2022 for Purdy. I feel like that's always going to be a nice little, I don't want to say selling point, but just a nice little stat, man. Because when you're the last pick of anything, especially a quarterback, and it's going to be underneath to Kittle, who breaks a tackle. He's to the 50. Holy cow, man. Big first down for San Francisco. Nice little screen setup, I think. Yep. Just underneath, turned it upfield, made some guys miss, and finally tackled at about the 49. Debo in motion, tossed up the middle, and Guerrero gets it out across the 50, down to about the 48 of Chicago. All right. Second and 7 officially at the 49. Purdy in the shotgun. Use check in motion. Hand off to Debo and going to go absolutely nowhere. Might have actually lost a yard. Third down coming up. All right, Kittle in motion to the right. Two receivers stacked up on the right side. Over the middle, finds Kittle, and that's a first down. A huge gain. That was about 15 yards. George Kittle already over 100 yards on the day. 4 catches, 106 yards. And we have 12 minutes left in the second quarter. So obviously it probably won't happen, but I mean technically the guy's on pace for over 300 and plus yards. Quick throw underneath, Juszczyk able to catch it for a gain of maybe 3 or 4. Oh, we got a blocked punt by the Rams, and they return it for a touchdown. It is 17-7 over the Bills with 10 minutes left in the second. All right, spread here for the 49ers. They get it out to the running back. And he's going to lose a yard on that little swing pass to the left. All right, Debo in motion to the left. Purdy in the shotgun. Pearsall to the right. He's got time. Finds Jawan Jennings underneath the coverage, and that's going to be a gain of 7. Oh, these referees are generous with the with the yardage gain. They're giving him basically an extra yard. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of a delay here because initially they called it a first down, but they moved the ball back about a full yard. So now we got fourth and about half a yard. And San Francisco is going to challenge the ruling, the spot of the ball here. I mean, I think the spot is fine. To me, he was definitely short, so I'm not sure. I think San Fran's going to lose a timeout here, but we'll see. We are on a commercial break while they check this out. All right, we got Seattle, man, 24-10 over the Cardinals. A little over 2 minutes left before halftime. And the Bills able to come back a little bit here, scoring a touchdown, make it 14-17 with about 10 minutes left in the second. So we got fourth and half a yard. San Fran does lose the challenge, and they QB sneak it, and they're going to get the first down. But they did lose their second timeout of the half. All right, ball at the 22. Debo in motion. Purdy takes the snap, handoff. Guerrero bouncing off a player and gain of 3. All right. 2nd and 6. Two receivers stacked up on the left. Use check in motion. Get it out to Debo on the screen. And it's going to be good for about 2.5 yards. So we got 3rd and 3 coming up. All right, Kittle in motion to the left. Purdy in the shotgun. Throws it to the right over the middle, and Jawan Jennings dives for the touchdown. And San Francisco is pulling away very quickly. Oh, man, this is going to be a long day for Chicago if they do not get something going, man. Oh, beautiful inside move. Just a nice little slant route, nice little double move right at the top. And the extra point is good. And San Francisco on the verge of making this a blowout, 21-0. So something tells me Chicago is not going to get that we just fired our head coach boost that you're kind of used to seeing. It happened with the Raiders last year with Antonio Pierce. It happened with them also a couple of years ago when they fired John Gruden and they put in Rich Bisaccia. Yeah, man, it's been a rough 2 months for Chicago. All right, looks like we are back from commercial break. So offensively, Chicago, man, the one they haven't been able to run the ball a whole lot. Even when they do, it's not picking up as big of a yardage as much as you want. And their passing game has been awful. it's just it looks the same. And I know anytime you fire your head coach, doesn't change, the whole offensive scheme. Because you can't just introduce something brand new, already almost 3 months into the season. But you would think that you would be more willing to just change some things up, man. Like try to force more things down the field. but they just seem to be. It looks like the exact same thing. So play action, getting out to DJ Moore, and he's good for about 4. Second and 6 for Chicago. All right, tight end in motion, ball at the 34, single back in the backfield. Williams under center. It's going to be a handoff, and he'll get it to the 35, gain of 1. And I think the biggest issue on this offense is not the playmakers, man. They got the right receivers, and Williams, in my opinion, looks like an NFL quarterback, and a good one for that. But this offensive line is just not good enough right now. Williams takes the snap, 3rd and 5, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. Jesus, man, right up the middle. Utterly destroyed the center, man. Collins literally just manhandled the center, and nobody was able to get to him. That was also instantaneous pressure. Holy cow, man. And it's going to be caught at about the 19, and going to get it out across the 26. San Fran, man. Like, you can tell that Chicago is not really putting on, they're not really stressing this defense with their play calling. Everything is just so tight. And even when you have 3 receivers out there, everything is always just kind of coalescing either over the middle, and it's just like these little short, small routes that are typically not really getting any kind of separation, or you're just running some deep routes where you need the play to develop. You need seconds, 3, 4 seconds, and your offensive line is just not good enough right now against this kind of defense. You're not going to get that kind of time. And throwing it down the field is Purdy, and that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Juszczyk down the left sideline. Heck of a job by Chicago on that coverage. I think he's lucky he didn't get called for for defensive PI on that one. All right, we got 2nd and 10. Ball at the 26. Going to be a run up the middle. Guerrero gets to the corner to the 40, 45, 50, and out across the 45 of Chicago. And I think they're going to mark him off around the 43. Just a nice run right up the middle. Was able to get to the right side, get to the edge, and get some big yardage. All right, officially at the 44. Purdy under center, Kittle in motion, toss to the middle, and they're going to get a decent amount of yardage, gain of about 6. And that was number 32, Taylor, on the carry. All right, we got 2 receivers on the left. Purdy looking over the middle, wide open is Kittle to the 5, to the 10. Sorry, to the 15, to the 10. And taken out at around the 8. Yeah, Kittle just running a crossing route from the left to the right there. Nobody went with him. All right, ball at the 5, 1st and goal, and an easy touchdown for Brock Purdy. There is going to be a flag, though. Looks like it might be on San Francisco here. And it's going to be holding on Ricky Pearsall, so that'll wipe away the touchdown run by Brock Purdy. All right, we got 1st and goal, ball at the 11. Purdy in the shotgun. Kittle in motion to the right. 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Debo getting a nice little swing route to the right. It's gonna go well as they get tackled back at the 15, loss of 4. So what was originally 1st and goal at the 5 has now turned into 2nd and goal back at the 15 after the penalty and the loss of yardage on the first play. Kittle, after that previous catch, 5 catches for 137 yards, man. All right, Purdy looking underneath to Ricky Pearsall. He'll get it to about the 9, maybe the 10. All right, third and goal at the 10-yard line. Purdy in the shotgun. Debo alone to the right. Kittle in motion to the left. All right, now going back to the right, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning, trying to get some free 5 yards. All right, man. 49ers on the verge of making this a either 24-0 game or potentially a 28-0 game. Chicago's offense has been awful. Like even worse than they were last week when they scored 0 points against Detroit. Because even then, they were only down by 16 at halftime. Man, it's really tough to see what is really happening to the Chicago. I mean, most of it is just a lot of misdirection, and it's surprising to see this really solid Chicago defense play this bad. There haven't been many games where they've looked just this out of it. All right, we're back here, third and goal. All right, we got 3 receivers bunched up on the left. Now we have Jawan Jennings in motion to the right. Brock takes the snap in the shotgun. Pressure, going to run. And he'll get it to about the 5, setting up a chip shot field goal for him. And Moody kick is good. Pushes this one to 24. All right, so there's not a whole lot of time left for Chicago. Man, they got to get something going. They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna be as lucky this week to be able to make a close game. Last week they were down 16-0 with Detroit, and we even saw it during that Thursday night game for Detroit against Green Bay. The second half, man, they were struggling a little bit more. They gave up some bigger points. Green Bay able to score 24 in the second half to make it a little bit closer. But I don't think I don't think San Francisco is going to give them the opportunity this week, because they are looking to be able to show that they are still contenders and trying to get a little bit closer to see if they can kind of keep pace with this NFC West. And it's going to be a penalty on San Fran here. Yeah, the ball needed to get into the landing zone there, but it did not. So Chicago will get the ball at the 40, by far their best field position of this game. They got a minute 50 to see what they can do. They got all 3 timeouts here. Get it out to their running back. It's going to be a gain of 5 down to the 45. All right, officially a gain of 6. 3 receivers to the right. Shotgun for Williams. Has time, has a man underneath, and that's going to be a gain of 2. Oh. Homer is down on the ground. All right, he's getting up, but he looks wobbly, man. Yeah, he got driven headfirst into the ground. And Williams trips and is sacked. So we got 4th and 7 coming up. I don't know how they did not stop that. You can clearly tell that Homer was really stunned, man. All right, with just 14 seconds left, Chicago is going to elect to just kill as much of the clock as they can and probably going to punt this one away. All right. Taylor in to punt this one away. Punt is up. And it's going to be caught at the 11. He's going to return it to the 20, out across the 25, down to the 26. We have a very early flag. I think it's going to be on San Fran. Clock is stopped at 3 seconds. So, regardless whether it's on Chicago or on San Fran, with just a few seconds left, I'm expecting a nail down by the 49ers. Yeah, you're up by 24-0. You don't really want to risk, fumbling it or being intercepted for a pick six here. And it was on San Fran, so it'll be back at the 11 and a kneel down. And it is halftime here in Santa Clara. Yeah, Williams just 5 of 8 in that first half. The fact that you're down 24 points and you've only had an opportunity to throw the ball 8 times just shows how dominant San Fran has been, man. They have just controlled the game, controlled the clock, controlled possession, and right now they're dominating and controlling the scoreboard. Mm. So normally I break down kind of what each team has done well, what they continue to do, and how they can close out this game or come back into it. Um, I'm not sure if that's going to do anything because I really do believe that the Bears are just not going to be able to come back into this one. I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to score a touchdown at some point in this game, but man, it's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a long game. I would say try to run the ball, but I mean that's not going to do a whole lot at this point. Swift, you can clearly tell he's not at 100%. Like he was questionable to be able to start. So yeah, man, the offensive line just needs to play better. Whether that's to open up some running lanes or just give Williams some opportunity, man. He's attempted 8 passes, and he's been sacked 4 times. That's just not a recipe for success right there. Yeah, if you look at the drive summary here for the Chicago Bears, first drive, 3 and out. Second drive, 5 plays, 5 yards, punt. Next, 3 plays, minus 2 yards, punt. Next, 3 plays, minus 7 yards, punt. And when you combine all that through their through their first 4 drives, they had a combined 2 yards. And on this last drive, 3 plays and out 2 yards. So they came away with 17 plays for just 4 yards from scrimmage, man. That is awful. That is worse than what they did last week. Yeah, there's that's gonna be tough to. I mean, it's not gonna be hard to top, but it's gonna be hard for you to be like, oh yeah, we can come back into this game. Because Sans Fran, they look like a team that they're on a mission to prove something. It's been a bad season for them. It's been a below average season for them. They have dealt with injuries. They may or may not make the playoffs. They probably won't, unless somebody like Green Bay or the Commanders just fall apart. And even then, there's like 2 other teams that are kind of above them at this point. You know, you have the Falcons, you have the Rams, you have the Cardinals, who are either 1 to maybe almost 2 games ahead of them. Like the best opportunity San Fran has is to be the division winner, and that may not that may not happen if Seattle can get a win here. So, what do the 49ers have to do? Continue to do what you did in this game. Control the clock. You probably don't even have to score any more points, but they're probably gonna hit at least 35 in this second half. But just control the clock. Your running game, even though you're down your top 2 options, Garendo is looking great. Kittle is on his way for almost 250 yards. And you still have Debo, you still have Jawan Jennings, who are playing pretty solid as well. So, yeah, man, it's gonna be a long game, I think, for Chicago, and they just have to be able to. They just have to prove something, man. They got to prove to themselves that they can at least be competitive. Yeah, forget about the win, because I don't think that's gonna happen. Forget about the win. Prove that you can be competitive. So that's what I think these teams need to worry about or should be trying to gain or do in the second half. So, so we get a couple more minutes here at halftime. I'm gonna go grab something to drink, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. About to kick it off here with Moody. Yeah, man, hopefully Chicago has found something that can work for them on this opening drive. Even a field goal, man. Even a field goal would be massive for them. Kick is up and downed. Chicago at the 30. All right. Williams in the pistol, single receiver to the right. Handoff, Swift running hard, gain of 9. So 2nd and 1 coming up. So, so Chicago has picked up more yards on that one play than they did in the entire first half. They had 4 yards picked up. They ran 17 plays for 4 yards. So far, their first play of the second half, 9. And we have Mustafa, number 6, there for the 49ers. Down on the ground, took a shot, collided with Swift on that 9-yard run. All right, officially 2nd and 2, single back in the backfield. Swift bouncing it out. It's going to get the first down, but barely. Oh, they're saying half a yard shy. So 3rd and 1 coming up. Swift able to sidestep a tackler and now gets the first down, a gain of about 3. All right, shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. 1st and 10, ball at the 42. Quick throw. This one to Roma Dunze, who is going to be able to stumble his way for a gain of 6 down to the 48. Second and 3. Quick throw to the right, and Moore able to get the first down. I think he's going to be down at about the 41. All right, we got 1st and 10. Williams in the pistol. Handoff to Swift up the middle. Spins his way for a gain of 6. All right, 2nd and 3. Williams has time over the middle, and ball is slightly overthrown. Had Rome Odunze running down the field. Nice little post route there, and dude, if he puts it right on Odunze, man, that's gonna be inside the 5 at the very least. All right, 3rd and 3, ball at the 35. Cole Kmet. Swift with a run, and that's good for about 5. 1st down, Chicago. All right, let's go. Getting something going here. All right, Cole Kmet in motion to the left. Jumbo formation, play action. Williams looking underneath, and that'll be a gain of about 2 for Swift, who is slow to get up and then pops right back up. All right, we got 2nd and 8. You can start to feel the the San Fran defense kind of tightening up a little bit. Williams takes the snap, keeps the ball. It's going to get it to the 25, maybe to the 24. So we got 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 3. Nope, 3rd and 2. They gave him that little extra extension. All right. Ball just shy of the 23-yard line. Williams, quick throw to Keenan Allen, and that's a 1st down at about the 17. That's a little double move by Allen. All right, 1st and 10, 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Williams in the pistol, changing some things at the line. 3 seconds on the play clock. Quick throw, and DJ Moore gets away down to the 10 and finally taken down at the 8, a yard shy of the 1st down. So 2nd and 1 coming up. All right, we got 2 tight ends set here. Handoff up the middle. Swift gets it to the 5, down to the 4. That'll be another first down, so first and goal. All right, two receivers to the right. Williams takes the snap, hands it off to Swift, who's going to be taken back all the way to the 6. So a loss of 2 on that one. And that was Gross Matos on the tackle for a loss. And Swift with the handoff to the left, cuts it inside and gets back to the original line of scrimmage down to the 4. Great pursuit by San Francisco, man. All right, we got 3 receivers bunched up on the right. Williams takes the snap, looking, and delivering a gorgeous ball to Rome Odunze, who's able to tap those toes right on the back corner. Hot dang, that was wild. Let's see here. Has possession. Yep. 2 feet. Does he keep possession while falling to the ground? He does, doing a good job of protecting the ball, and that should be a touchdown for Chicago. Holy cow, man. A hell of a drive. That is a nearly 10, sorry. So a little over 9 minutes on that opening drive for Chicago. 9 minutes and 4 seconds taken off the clock here in the third. And they're going to go for 2. They're trying to make this a 2-possession game. And it's no good. Cole Kmet unable to hold on to it. Oh, goes right through his hands, man. So at the halftime, the Bears were 6 for 9, averaging negative yards per pass. Were sacked 4 times for 30 yards. Only picked up 1 first down that entire first half. They were 0 for 5 on third down. Ran 17 total plays. And were averaging 0.2 yards per play. And finally, had just 10 minutes of possession while 49ers had 20. After that first opening drive, Chicago has 6 more first downs. They have converted now 4. They were 4 for 4 on third downs during that drive. They nearly doubled their play calls. They had 16 on that drive instead of 17 in the first entire half. And they nearly doubled their time of possession. It went from 10 minutes to 19.4. And yet they're still down by 3 possessions, unfortunately. And before San Francisco can get the snap, there's going to be a false start. It's going to be on George Kittle, so moving them back 5 yards here. And handoff up the middle. And they're going to get it to about the 33 is Guerrero. Phenomenal job. Picking up basically half the yardage that they needed on that one. So 2nd and 7. Single back in the backfield. Jauan Jennings in motion to the right. Purdy under center. Takes the snap. Play action. Climbing the pocket. Delivering a great ball, but unfortunately incomplete. Great defensive coverage by the Chicago Bears. Very active with their hands, betting that one away. Jennings, the intended receiver. All right, Debo in motion to the left. Purdy looking, throwing it deep down the field, and unable to get it to his rookie wideout, Pearsall, sorry. Basically running down that left seam. And, if Purdy puts it on him, man. And I think Pearsall just stopped running. He just kind of started to slow down. I think he was trying to settle to make it an easier throw, but yeah, just Purdy and him not on the same page. Purdy was expecting him to kind of keep running through the route to kind of hit him in stride. Pearsall was like, "Oh, let me settle down," trying to make it a little bit of an easier throw, but All right, man. Let's see if Chicago can do it again. They're definitely going to need to score a little bit quicker because they're not going to be able to just keep on, taking 9 minutes off the clock and expect to win. So they're down 18 points, 3 possessions. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 35 for Chicago here. Handoff up the middle, Swift, good for about 2 yards. All right, 2nd and 8, Caleb takes the snap, throwing the ball down the field, and that's going to be a catch by Rome Adunze. Running a nice deep out route there on the right sideline. Oh, great concept. You had Keenan Allen running the short out route. On top of that, Rome Odunze running a deeper route, and then you had the go route by DJ Moore. And quick throw to Allen, and going to be good for a couple yards there. Gain of 6. All right, we got 2nd and 4, ball at the 40 of San Francisco. Single receiver. And there's going to be a challenge flag thrown. And I think this is going to be San Francisco challenging it here. Oh, yeah, no. That's yeah, that's going to be an incomplete pass to Keenan Allen. So that ball not only hit the ground, but that thing clearly was not in control. All right, so we're going to go to commercial break here while they figure that out. All right. So San Fran winning that challenge. So they'll go to second and 10. Ball back at the 46. Quick throw over the middle. And that's going to be a gain. It's going to be a gain of about 15 by Keenan Allen. So instead of a 6-yard reception for Allen, it's a gain of about 14 and a first down. All right, first and 10 at the 32. Two receivers to the left. Williams in the shotgun. Play action. Going to keep the ball here and going to get it to the 30. Gain of 2. Buffalo losing this one against the Rams. Holy cow. Khalil Shakir making an explosive catch and run and making it 21-31 for the Bills. All right, single receiver to the right, 2 to the left, Kmet in motion to the left. Second and 8. Quick throw, and the ball is batted down. It wasn't batted down. It just slipped right out of the hands of Williams, who was trying to bring it back inside. So it looks like Shanahan is throwing a challenge flag. So so the lot happened here. So Shanahan threw the challenge flag, but they're saying that they can't challenge it, which should have been a penalty in my opinion, from what I remember. Maybe they changed that rule, but instead it was the booth upstairs that actually looked at it and said that it was a fumble. And that was recovered by San Fran. So, wow. Dude, that is a crazy, crazy trend of events. Man, dude, Chicago was, man, they were looking good, man. They were driving down the field, looking confident, and then absolute disaster. From what we can tell, it's going to hold up. And that is the first turnover for Caleb in apparently 5 games. All right, we got Jawan Jennings in motion to the left. Purdy, play action, rolling, throwing it deep down the right side to a wide open Jennings. And he's going to get tackled inside the 25 down to about the 23, maybe the 24. All right, so we got 1st and 10, single back in the backfield. Handoff, and Guerrero good for maybe a yard. Second and 9, single receiver to the right. San Fran in the eye. Handoff just outside the right tackle, and that's going to be good for a gain of about 5. So we got 3rd and 4 coming up. Two receivers stacked up on the left. Kittle in motion to the right. Purdy, snap. Finds a wide open Kittle at the 10, and he's good to the 5, and that is a first down for the 49ers. All right, looks like that will be the final play of the third quarter. Kittle, 6 catches, 150 yards. Wow. Yeah, man, it just seems like Chicago had the momentum. They were driving down the field, like I said. And then just now, that turnover, and now the defense just cannot seem to get San Fran off the field. So Caleb, he has looked significantly better in this half. I think he wasn't even playing that bad in the first. It was mostly his receivers were just not catching balls, man. He was putting them kind of almost on the spot where they should be able to catch it, hitting him in the hands, hitting him in the chest, and just not being able to haul it in. The running game is a little bit, definitely has improved a lot more. The offensive line seems to be playing a little bit more. They're getting the ball out quicker. I think they're not really waiting for these, these double move routes or these ones kind of like they have to go all the way across the field. not really waiting for those to develop. They're quick out routes, go routes, things like that, where it's kind of you're causing one-on-one matchups, and it's a quick decision. It's either there or it's not. Oh, look at that, man. We got Frank Gore up in here. Got Steve Young. We got the GOAT, Jerry Rice. All right, first and goal just inside the 5, and it's going to be a quick touchdown for Guerrero right up the middle. Wasn't even touched on his way to the end zone. All right, Moody in for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, and it's good. San Fran extends their lead to 25, the largest of the game so far. All right, so we got 14:57 left in this final quarter. And that's going to be a penalty against Moody again. Bad kick. Trying to skip it down the field, but not getting into the landing area. All right, let's see here. We got single receiver to the right. Romadunze in motion to the right. Shotgun Williams. Has some time. Running out of time. Getting out of 1, 2, 3 tackles. Gets out of another. Spins out of another. And that was a heck of a freaking play by Caleb, man. He literally could have been sacked 3 times. Then he was able to avoid all 3 of those. Avoided 2 tackles, including Fred Warner, for a gain of 9. The Rams are just pulling away from the Bills here. I think that is 38-21. So 2 receivers to the left. Williams looking, quick throw, gets it out to Keenan Allen, who's going to be taken out at about the 42, and a first down for Chicago. Caleb looking underneath. Moore gets it out to the 30 and taken down at the 28. That's another first down for Chicago. Gain of about 13 or 14 there. All right, Williams in the pistol, about the 28. 5 receiver set. San Fran looks like they're showing pressure. They send 5. Caleb looking, scrambling to his left. He's going to run and pick up about 9.5. And they're going to give Williams the first down there. So handoff up the middle and getting it inside the 15 down to about the 14. All right, gain of 2. Sorry, officially down just inside the 15. Williams takes the snap, looking over the middle, and finds a wide open Rome Odunze for his second touchdown catch of the game. I'm not sure what kind of dance that was by Odunze, but all right. Yeah, Odunze looked like he was running a slant initially and then just turned it upfield right away. All right, the extra point is up and good right down the middle. All right, we got a 13-31 game here in Santa Clara. 11:48 left. I mean, Chicago, they need a turnover. They're not going to be able to even if it was 3 and outs all the way down the stretch here for San Fran. I don't think there'll be enough time for the Bears to score 3 times. So I'm trying to think here, man. This, I mean, this Bears defense has rarely been able to get to Brock Purdy outside of the first half. They really haven't had a chance to really put a whole lot of pressure on him. But San Fran has been doing a really great job being able to get the ball out quickly, using the offensive line to really be able to buy some time for Purdy. I mean, he's been able to find almost anybody that he really wants. All right. Chicago kicks it into the end zone, and San Fran gonna get it at the 30. All right, we got first and 10. Juwan in motion. Juszczyk in motion, and it's going to be a run by Guerrero. Gain of nearly 5 yards. Juszczyk in motion to the left. Single back in the backfield. Debo in motion to the left, and it's going to be a toss. And it looks like it's going to be a false start on the 49ers. Which is probably good because it looked like it literally looked like Guerrero was about to get just clocked in the backfield for a loss. So they might have lost 5 yards, but they get to keep the down. All right, Purdy in the pistol, Juszczyk in motion, pressure. Purdy able to get the ball out to his tight end underneath. That was Solbert with a gain of about 3, maybe 4. Uh oh. We got Brock Purdy down on the ground. I think he's acting, though. We do have a flag. So it's going to be a personal foul on number 52, it looks like. Oh, jeez. So he jumped up and then fell while he was wrapped up with Purdy basically driving him down almost head first. I think Purdy will be fine for this game. All right, we got Brandon Allen in for a few snaps here until Brock can get his bearings back. So Purdy is standing up on the sidelines. He seems fine. All right. Single back in the backfield. Brandon Allen handoff. And that's a gain of about 6. All right, man. And the Bills against the Rams are not going away. 28-38. A little over 12 minutes left in that game. All right. Well, Brock Purdy is back in the game. San Francisco in the eye. Handoff up the middle. And able to break a tackle, but only gains about a yard on the play. And that was to Taylor, the backup running back. All right, Pearsall in motion to the left. And it's going to be a slant route to Juwan, who gets the first down. Looks like it might have been a fumble there at the end, but Kittle able to recover it. So yeah, no fumble. Juwan Jennings, 7 receptions for 90 yards. He's been pretty dang good for him. 1st and 10, ball at the 34. And a toss to the right. And Taylor able to get 1 yard on that toss. Oddly enough, even though Kittle has 6 catches for $151, no touchdowns. Juwan does have 2 receiving touchdowns in this game, though. All right, Purdy under center. Juwan in motion to the right. It's going to be a handoff to Debo up the middle here and going to be taken down after a gain of about 7. 3rd and 2 coming up. Play action. Purdy dumping it down and unable to get it to Taylor. That'll be 4th and a very long one. All right, 49ers are going to send out Moody to attempt this field goal to try to put the icing on the cake that should be a victory for him here. Got a 43-yard field goal attempt. It looks like San Fran might be using a timeout here. All right. Kyle Shanahan is going to send out his offense. I'm not sure why. Like, I get it. You're trying to get the first down, trying to kill more of this clock, but I mean, a field goal pushes it to 21. Makes it even harder for the Bears to come back. Juszczyk in motion. Ow. And it's going to be a run up the middle. And first down all the way down to the 20. And that was the backup running back, Taylor. All right, Kittle in motion to the right, Purdy under center. Hand off to Taylor, and he's going to get it down for an extra 2 yards, down to about the 17. And the reason we haven't seen Guerrero is because he is heading to the locker room. He does have his helmet on, so it's not a concussion. But unfortunately, it's just another injury to that running back room for San Francisco, man. Just injuries on top of injuries, even when they're winning. Oh, and it is Patrick Taylor. All right. Taylor, the running back right now for San Fran. I was like, Taylor. I was like, is it Patrick Taylor who played for the Packers for a handful of years during their practice squad? He was usually their number one practice squad guy, or even like their third option. And it is. Well, it's good to see him still in the league, man. He was good for us. He never really played a significant amount. He was usually coming in for like a breather or when they were dealing with some major injuries or significant injuries. But yeah, Taylor, his most significant playing time was last year when Jones was down with that hamstring injury. We brought him in and he played okay. He was never amazing, but I mean he was a solid number 2 for AJ Dillon. But yeah, let me see here. Yeah, so 32 carries, a buck 41 last year for Green Bay. He also caught 11 passes for 49 yards, no touchdowns. Yeah, his only touchdown in his career, at least in the regular season, came in his rookie season back in 2021. But yeah, man, heck yeah. It's good to see Patrick Taylor kind of still bouncing around the league, man. He's always seemed like a really solid player. Never spectacular, but always hard runner. Got some speed for sure. So Chicago used one of their timeouts here. We got 6:14 left in this game. Juszczyk splitting out wide to the left. It's going to be a nice little end around to Debo, who's got some blockers, and trying to cut it inside, and he does. He's going to be very close to the first down. I think they're might be about half a yard shy, and Debo slow to get up. Kittle also down on one knee. And I think these guys are just trying to ham it up. They're like, "Oh, come on, coach, we're winning by 18. Do we still need to be on the field?" Chicago will use their second timeout. And it'll be first and goal. And it's going to be a run to the left, and Taylor able to get it inside the 5, down to the 3. And handoff up the middle. Patrick Taylor punching it in for the touchdown. And that is going to be all she wrote, folks. Yeah, unfortunately, this Patrick Taylor nearly fumbling that one in the end zone. But able to keep it, and that is his first touchdown since 2021, only his second of his career. So congratulations to a former Packer there, man. Always good to see those guys find some success in the NFL. And the extra point is good. That was a 13-play, 70-yard drive that just destroyed any chance for San Francisco, for the Chicago to come back, man. All right, we got Moody in to kick this one. His last two, I believe, have gotten penalties, or at least maybe two of his last three. But yeah, that's one of those where you just you gotta be careful, man. Especially, I mean, in this game, it's not going to cause any issues, but and the kick is out the back of the end zone, and Chicago with just 5:15 are going to try to put up some more points here in a 25-point deficit. All right, single back in the backfield. Caleb in the play action here. Throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to DJ Moore. Green from San Francisco doing a great job of undercutting that route, getting his hands up. All right, we got an empty set, 3 receivers to the right. Caleb in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking. He's got a little bit of time, and he's going to be taken down for a sack, loss of 1. That is Gross Matos. It looks like that's going to go down as a sack back at the 29. So we got 3rd and 11, 3 receivers on the right. Caleb in the shotgun. Pressure, 5 coming after him. And he's going to be taken down for the sack. That's his left tackle letting him down. And that is Gross Matos again. Holy cow. Oh, just a bull rush there on the left side. And it's on top of that, another great punt. And San Fran will get the ball at the 35, but there's going to be a penalty on Chicago. Even after the fair catch, they kind of smacked right into him. It wasn't a vicious tackle, but it was definitely some contact there. Definitely some contact by number 30 there. Just a dumb decision. Frustrated, clearly. So, personal foul. And that's going to add 15 to San Francisco. They'll get the ball around the 50-yard line. And we have officially put in the backup. Brandon Allen in for the starting quarterback for the 49ers, Brock Purdy. So we got 3:34 left in this game. I'm expecting just 3 handoffs and see what you can get. Handoff up the middle. And it's going to be, who is this? Number 49. Oh, we got Vu Vaughn. I thought it was going to be Deuce Vaughn, but it's Keyshawn Vaughn. All right. Allen under center, single back in the backfield. Another handoff. And ball at the 49 and gets it down to the 46. Gain of 3. All right, we got 3rd and 6 here. 2 receivers on the right. And I think it's going to be a false start on San Francisco now that everybody moved at the same time. And Caleb Williams is showing a lot of frustration on the sidelines. Not yelling, not ranting, but just basically just kind of rubbing his head and just looking down. He's just like, I cannot believe what is happening. Oh, we got Mercedes Lewis down there, number 84. Mercedes, what are you doing? What are you doing in Chicago, man? Come back to Green Bay. Come back to Green Bay. Even though I don't think they will take you, but come on. Just live in Green Bay. We got 3rd and 11. Brandon Allen throwing it down the field, and he's picked off by the Chicago Bears. Trying to get it to his receiver, running down the left sidelines. And that is the former Green Bay Packer, Jonathan Owens. Simone Biles' husband, as I like to call him. And that's not a shade at Jonathan. That's just throwing some respect on Simone. Literally one of the most prolific Olympic athletes of all time, and arguably the most prolific in U.S. history. So, gotta show some respect. Mr. Biles is still. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And weirdly enough, he's actually playing pretty well this season. He's been one of the better aspects of that secondary. So yeah, man, Mr. Biles is playing pretty solid. Yeah, I think Jonathan. I think he actually signed a 2-year contract in Chicago, so he's got one more year after this if they want to keep him. And he's been playing pretty solid, but he's definitely a player that is, you know, I hate to say it, but not replaceable, but a guy that you can probably find somebody better and cheaper in the draft. So we'll see if he stays there for the second year, but for right now, he's been one of the better players over the last two or three during this stretch of what's going to be 7 losses. He's been one of the better ones. All right, and we got another backup quarterback in that is Tyson Bagent. So Chicago throwing up the white flag. Good for him. Obviously, we were at tier above his ability. Dang. My God, isn't it bad enough he plays for Chicago? Ah. So we got 2 receivers on the left. Tyson Bagent in the shotgun. Quick throw to the right. And it's going to be a first down for the Chicago Bears. All right, under center, toss to the left, and it's going to go absolutely nowhere. Loss of 1. And the clock continues to roll. We are going to be under 1 minute left in this game. All right, we got 2nd and 11. Bagent in the pistol. One more handoff, and it goes nowhere. No gain, and that is it. 21 seconds. Chicago is not going to use a timeout here. And that is it, man. It's going to be a 38-13 victory for the 49ers. All right, looks like they're going to send us immediately to the Buffalo Bills game. Sorry, Buffalo and Rams game, where the Rams are currently leading late in this game. And this is a crazy high-scoring game, 79 points. The Rams up 44-35 over the Bills. Bills have the ball here at the 30. We got a minute 53. All two teams have all 3 timeouts. And throwing it deep down the field, and Josh Allen unable to connect with his receiver down the right sideline. Oh, we got a late flag. I was more sad that Simone was leaving. Yeah, no. To be fair, no. Jonathan Owens, granted his 1 year in Green Bay, he was not amazing. He had some big plays here and there, but it was. I think he had the fumble return against Detroit, and then I think that was mostly it. I know he had 2 more plays, but there was a lot. There's significantly more bad than there was good for Jonathan when he was in Green Bay. All right, so they're going to pick up the flag. So they're initially going to call pass interference, but not to be the case. All right, we got Allen in the shotgun. Cooper in motion, throwing it down the left sideline, finds his man, and he'll get it to the 45. That is Amari Cooper. Arguably Buffalo's biggest acquisition during the season, trading for him around the deadline. All right, we got 1st and 10 ball. Sorry, the clock is stopped at 1:41. Allen looking, throwing it deep down the left sidelines and incomplete. Yeah, we're going to have a false start on the Bills here, the left tackle. So we got 79 points, 884 yards of total offense, and no turnovers and no sacks. Clearly, Not a defensive game that we're seeing here. Second and 15, ball at the 50. Allen throwing it over the middle and unable to connect with the former Dolphin, Matt Collins. All right, three receivers on the right. Allen in the shotgun, ball at the 50, third and 15. Allen gonna find somebody. Nope, incomplete. Trying to get it to Johnson. Honestly, I think Allen should have just ran for it, man. I think he would have picked up significantly more yards than even if Johnson was able to catch it. And LA is going to use their first time out here. G Money, what's going on? What's going on? What's up, dude? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. So we were streaming the Bears and 49ers game. That game is over, and right now they switched us over immediately to this wild game, and I'm just kind of going with the flow right now to see if we might see a historic comeback for the Bills, or is it going to end here on 4th and 15? So technically the Bills still have 3 timeouts, so they could still get the ball back if they can stop the Rams 3 times. Josh Allen trying to deliver a ball, and it's going to be incomplete, but there's going to be pass interference by Lake down the field, and that gives the Bills life. If Lake would have literally just turned around, he was going to intercept that ball. That thing was well underthrown. I'm doing well, man. Just chilling. Looking forward to. Absolutely, man. That's going to be a good matchup. Chargers defense against a struggling Chiefs offense, and then same thing with the Chargers. Their offense has been solid this season, but definitely can play better at times. And I mean, the Chiefs defense has been very good for most of the season, but the last couple of weeks, giving up some points, giving up some big plays. And first and 10, ball at the 16. Allen going to run it, and he's going to be taken down, or actually going to run out of bounds at around the 7. Stops the clock at 1:11 and preserves their timeouts as well. But yeah, man, Sunday Night Football should be a great matchup. I even put the Chargers ahead of the Chiefs in my power rankings, even though clearly Chiefs have played or have been able to win more. It's just about how they've been playing. And incomplete, trying to get it to Amari Cooper, but there's going to be another flag on the Rams. This one's going to be defensive PI, and that'll give them an automatic first down at the 1. I don't know, man. That shouldn't be PI. So they got Williams on that PI, but that shouldn't have been called. He was not holding, he was not tugging. They were both grabbing each other, and then one of them disengaged early. The other one Yeah, no. And we're going to get a tush push, and it's going to go nowhere. It's going to be costing the Rams some time. They gave him half a yard. So great job by LA being able to stuff that one up. And the Bills are going to use a timeout here. All right, well, that officially makes it that you can't give the ball back. So you're going to have to try for an onside kick here. And G Money, are you pulling for anybody in on Sunday night, man? Are you going for the Chiefs? Are you going for the Chargers? Or are you just looking forward to a good matchup? And Josh Allen may have gotten there, may have. Right now, they are calling it a touchdown, but then there's going to be some flags afterwards. It's going to be a personal foul, and it's going to be on the Bills. So the ruling is a touchdown, and the personal foul is going to be on the left tackle, Dawkins. All right, this extra point going to be from relatively long here. Kick is up, and it's a 42-44 game, but there's only 1 minute left. Bills have 2 timeouts. They're going to need an onside kick, otherwise, by the time, even if everything goes perfectly, even if they stop him 3 times, call a timeout, they're gonna get the ball with maybe, and I mean maybe 10 seconds, if that. So, and then after this game ends, we're gonna be streaming the Sunday night matchup between the Chargers and the Chiefs. They'll be coming up in about 45 minutes. All right, these referees are taking their sweet time right now. Holy cow. Come on, guys, let's go. All right, let's see what happens here. Bounce, and it's going to be recovered by the Rams exactly at the 40. Sorry, at the 45, I believe. And odds are that is going to be the end of the Buffalo's chances here. All right. Big jumbo set for the Rams. Run up the middle. And Williams, I believe, is going to slip before taking a hit for a gain of 2. All right. Buffalo using their second timeout, stopping the clock at 56 seconds. Puka Nacua in motion. Another handoff to Kyren, who's going to fall forward for a gain of 2. And Buffalo uses their final timeout to stop the clock at 52 seconds. All right, we got 3rd and 6 coming up for the Rams. First down ices it. Otherwise, I guarantee you they're going to try. They're going to squeeze as many seconds as they can. They can even take a 5-yard penalty here if they wanted to. And it's going to be a gain of 4.5, if not 5. But it will bring up a 4th down. So what do you do here? Do you go for it or do you go for the kick, field goal? But if you miss the field goal, you give the Bills at least an opportunity to get into field goal range and win this one. And that takes us to 6 seconds. The Rams will take the penalty. And most likely this is just going to be Matthew Stafford taking the snap in the shotgun and then just chucking it as deep and as high as he can to try to kill the rest of these 6 seconds. Rams use a timeout. Okay, they're going to go for the punt here. And that is it. That is the game. And the Rams come away with a 44-42 victory over the Rams. Sorry, over the Bills, and the Rams go to 7-6, and the Bills fall to 10-3, and they're gonna need the Chargers' help to try to knock off the Chiefs. Trying to hold on hope until for that first seed here in the AFC. All right, guys, that is it. We streamed the 49ers and Bears game, and then we streamed the last couple minutes here against the Bills and the Rams. So, heck of a game. Both games were pretty pretty solid, at least the parts that we saw. But yeah, the Bears obviously needed to play significantly better, man. That first half was ugly. And the 49ers were just a better team, better coached, better system. Players executed it better. And Chicago is going to have to go back to the drawing board. This season is clearly lost, and they're going to have to figure out what they do in the offseason when it comes to head coaches, probably a new offensive system, defensive system as well, most likely. And they're going to have to see which players are going to want to stay here for a little bit of a retooling and go from there. So thank you so much for everybody that popped in. Thank you to Cam, Chris, Dahlia, and G Money coming in there at the end. We appreciate you guys. And we're going to be getting ready here for Sunday Night Football. So watch out. I will see you guys in a little bit. Thank you so much. My name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Thank you.